Hi, this is Mike Falco's Flips. It's a Sunday, and rather than do the car boot sales this weekend, I thought I would go and do this Jumble Sale Trail. So it starts in a few minutes. I'm going to head to the first one. I'm taking my whole family today. We're all going as a family. So let's see what we can find. I think there's about 60 odd like people doing it, 60 odd like households doing it. So we'll see. To be honest, I've had a quick look on some of the photos people put up of the kind of stuff they've got. And it's not my kind of stuff, it's kind of like 90% clothing. I mean, I suppose jumble sales are often kind of clothing heavy. Right, let's go, see what we can find. Let's go. Hi there, okay? How you doing? Couldn't find the first one, so I don't know.
But you know, a lot of people sending on like Google Maps on to find.
Yeah. I'm sure it's there somewhere, we're just not seeing it. We'll come back round, I think. Right, let's continue on then, thank you. Morning, you okay? How you doing? Yeah.
Can you give the name again?
Wow. He's wondering if there's any Lego at all. We're looking for Lego.
Lego. Oh no, we have. Okay, we had some like Makona, but that was the closest thing. Yeah. Having a Lego. Sorry.
I mean, we did find all that Lego yesterday, didn't we, Milo?
Did you?
So I think we were lucky to find that. To be honest, we found a load of like 1970s stuff.
That is so scarce, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got really popular again, hasn't it? I remember standing on it, and that was it.
Oh yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Takes over the house.
Yeah.
Are you ready to go now? Should we go and get you two in the car then while Daddy has a last look? Go on then. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Don't leave without me.
They're running. Why are they running? I'm joking.
That's nice. How much you after for this?
After what, you've got
Yeah.
40 on it.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's never been out of the box. Remote control. I'll pick it up, have a look.
Well, that's great. I hope you have a good one. I'll see you later. Thank you. Morning. You okay? Minecraft.
Any books like look off my list?
This one. How much are your cuddly toy? Thank you, we'll take that one.
Like that.
What are you looking at?
That milky crystal ball. Crystal ball, Milo. Yeah. What about that jail? Put you in it.
It's a globe.
Oh yeah.
things go inside it.
Alright.
There's some toys in there. Just lifts up. Oh God.
Let's see. It's got to be something to do with that, hasn't it? Ah, there we go. Yeah, there we go.
And then little cars go in it.
Yeah.
It was about 50 quid when we got it.
Yeah.
Originally. Yeah.
Would you do fiver like that, and this?
Yeah, go on.
Thank you. Well, does that include them as
Yeah,
well?
as well.
Oh. Morning, you okay? Under me. Sewing basket. What's this?
I am American footwear.
Oh yeah. Didn't know.
Seems like most about Paw Patrol,
Whose birthday is it?
It's nobody's birthday. Balloons to show they're doing a sale.
Morning. Got some toys there, have a look.
I was looking for that other little rabbit, but I can't find him. What, love? I don't know, it's up to you where you want to put them.
Right, what about him? He's... No, he's not. Is he?
Let me get out of the way.
No.
Go on, go on. Here you go. Haven't you?
This morning folder. Those two.
The orange one.
All right, they're on eBay, aren't they? The street.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Daddy, can we keep?
Yeah? Is that like a little treasure thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Are there any more in that? Have you looked in that box? Are there any more little jewels?
Just have it rummage,
Daddy, I found the jewel.
Oh, very good.
Daddy, maybe we can have that.
Okay. Book.
just give us £2.
Thank you. Oh, you take that a minute. You got it?
It's a Lego.
Yeah.
Great,
Brilliant.
thank you.
Thank you very much.
A nice time.
Keep looking.
Yeah.
Mm.
Or it needs to wash, it's been in the shed.
Yeah. How much for that?
£2.
You good then? Got that ready?
Them cans, the fish, we call them fish kettles then.
All right. Okay.
But I use the cans of soup stew.
Yeah. They're big, aren't they?
Yeah, they're great. The thing is
Right, let's carry on then. Thank you very much. See you later.
Look, it's right there.
Yeah. Oh, I can see a Slinky Dog from Toy Story. Morning. Okay. Oh, do you want to come down?
Yeah. I wonder if people in my phone.
How much are your toys? Right, thank you. Okay then, who's he from? What's he from?
Oh, look at
Oh,
that.
look, there's a red shell there near you, Milo.
Look at that.
Milo, there's a red shell.
Oh, a red Mayo
We're busting out of Sunnyside tonight.
That's great, thanks a lot. Cheers. Good night.
But why are I going this way?
Because there's another one down here. See where that person stood down there? That's where the next one is. Look at this cactus fella. Yeah, keep going. How much are your cuddly toys?
That one's 50p.
Okay.
Oh.
Just be careful.
Oh, what have you got there? Looks awesome.
Oh, it's a little Mario shell, isn't it?
Ah.
We know.
But why? And another painting. Painting. Painting.
Yeah, well. Hello. Sorry, she's just gone on the comfort break, as we call it, you know, yeah.
Roller gate. Roller gate. Maybe gonna be bigger for. I think going to the ice cream.
Maybe.
So big.
They're a strip, I think it is, £5 for a pound.
They're so big. They're so
Hi, how much on your game?
£1. Give us £1.
And how much on these roller skates?
Those are brand new, my wife's those. We're looking for a tenner on them.
Right.
They're from America then, proper ones.
Come on, I'm doing for 8 if that's okay.
That's
Thank
fine.
you.
Yeah. Good man.
It's a good price.
What's that?
Brilliant. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
it's good, isn't it, that? Have fun.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Have you been right?
Right, so we're doing okay. I think that was quite a good pickup. I left them and then I went back for these. The condition really is excellent. I mean, I don't think they have been used. I mean, look at the wheels. I mean, that's probably just from where they've been stored. There's a little bit. They've maybe been worn a couple of times, perhaps. But having a quick look into these, like maybe 40-50 quid, maybe a bit more. Not sure. There's a few different kind of variations out there, but for 8 quid, you wanted 10, got them to 8, and I think they're pretty good. And I also got this game. I'm not really sure. It was only £1, good condition with its manual. Right, let's keep going. I spy some ceramics.
buy one without the other. You don't want this. It's free. See you later.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, appreciate it. Thank you.
What else can we give you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so my battery just went, but I've got a couple of things from one just then. I didn't pay £5 each. I paid £3.50 each. These are just about worth picking up. They each go for around 12 quid each plus postage, so you know, 7 quid into what, 25. Yeah, kind of just about worth it. Might hang on to them till Christmas, sell them then. Might put them as a, you know, a bundle of 2 rather than singly, and see what we can do. Right, on to the next one. Oh, it's... Hey guys, so it's a little bit later on now and back home and just kind of starting to go through the stuff that we have picked up today at the Jumble Trail sale. The Jumble Sale Trail, Jumble Trail, I don't know what to call it, whatever it is. Just actually done the packaging. Well, my partner's done most of it today. It is just here. Excuse the mess, I've got stuff everywhere right now. But we've got this load of raw mails, and that is the Hermes. We've got some like a Hornsey jar, a couple of jigsaws going to America. I can't even think, as I say, I didn't package these, but a load of stuff. Not a huge amount. The sales have definitely been down the last kind of 2 or 3 weeks, even though I've been listing loads. Sales are down. It's the weather. It's the time of year. That's just how it is. But let's have a look at this stuff. We've got some decent things. Decent. Like, say it's my first Jumble Sale Trail, or Jumble Trail. It's my first one. Like, was it worth it? Yes, kind of. I mean, we didn't hit them all. We probably only got to about half of them. So, and then there were a few like that should have been there that weren't there. But yeah, we got to about half of what was on the map. We could have done them all, but I had to be somewhere, so we couldn't do any more. Plus the kids were getting a little bit, you know, they'd had enough basically. There's a lot of, you know, stopping, getting out the car, back in the car. Now I know like over in America, that's basically what they do, isn't it? Like the garage sales and that, in the car, out the car. But when you're doing it with kids and you're in and out the car all the time, and you know, very few were kind of within walking distance of each other. So, you know, you might have got like 2 that are fairly close, so you'd get out and do the 2, but then you'd get back in and you have to drive. And it's a lot of starting and stopping, you know, compared to a car boot where everything is just there. You can kind of get around the whole thing in a couple of hours usually. You know, this took about 3.5, 4 hours we were doing it. 3.5 hours. And yeah, we didn't cover all that much ground in that amount of time. Anyway, let's take a look at what we picked up today. Right, so this is everything we purchased today. Let's have a little look. I'm going to actually start over here with this game. This is a pretty good one. Legend of Spyro, Dawn of the Dragon on the Xbox 360. It's complete with its manual. It's in really good condition. And this was £1, and this should go for at least £25 free postage. And the reason I'm starting with that is because I've spent approximately £25 on everything here. So that, obviously you got the fees and stuff, so it's not going to be quite £25 profit with that, just for that. But, you know, it's going to be pretty much there. Some people managed to get about 27, 28 for it, so, you know, it's thereabouts. So that is going to pay for everything else. So from the same guy that I bought that from, I bought these roller skates or roller boots. They are Chicago skates 301. I don't really know anything about roller skates, to be honest. I see people picking them up now and again. Sometimes they can do okay. But these, the quality of them is really good. They're in, well, they said they were new. I don't think they're quite new, but they're very, very good condition. I wouldn't sell them as new. I think some people probably would. They're borderline, they're kind of borderline. But I would probably, you know, put excellent condition, worn once maybe, something like that. Prices, couldn't find this exact pair. Similar pairs though, with the white and the pink, like kind of 40 to 60 if it's like new, 40 if it's kind of more used. Obviously they're very good condition, so what, maybe 50. I paid £8 for them. And then here, this is from Toy Stories. It's a 2009 phone. I thought this would have been worth a bit more, but it's only worth about £9 or £10. I paid £1.50 for this, and what was it? Mike from Monsters University, and something else for my kids. So what, 50p a piece, I guess, thereabouts. So still not too bad. And he's also worth about 10, so that's okay. He's a proper Disney Store one. And then we've got this guy. This is a cactus guy from a Disney program. I did look it up, can't think what it's called now. Something to do with Callie, is it Sheriff Callie or something like that? And he's worth about 10 quid as well. So I paid 50p for him into a tenner. This I think I'm going to give to my son, although he didn't really have much interest in this, even though he likes Mickey Mouse and Pluto. I showed him this and he was just like whatever, although he was eating ice cream at the time, so it could be that. But I thought he would really like this. He needs a money box, but if he doesn't, it's a proper Disney one. I think it's from Disney World, but I'm not 100%. Maybe a tenner in that, something like that, if he doesn't want it. And then we have some Paw Patrol stuff. We got this truck here, and this tower. The prices on them are kind of a little bit all over the place. I don't tend to pick these up very often, to be honest. I know people do pick them up quite often and sell them, or they used to. I think back when I first started getting into reselling, everyone was picking them up all the time. How many people out there still pick them up? Anyone still pick these up and make some good money out of them? I saw them, £3 for this, £2 for that, and there's a load of figures inside, and these two trucks that are not in very good condition. And I'm pretty sure I've got some more Paw Patrol stuff upstairs, like a few figures and stuff that I can put with this to make it a bit better. I will sell it as one large bundle. And I've just had a quick look, and I can probably get 25, 30, I reckon, plus postage for this bundle. So from £5 to 25, 30, not too bad at all. And I even got this kind of like thrown in for the same price. And this should go for at least 10 quid by itself. It's Jasmine, it's a Disney Store plush doll. These plush dolls can do okay. I never used to pick them up, but I've been picking them up recently. I've sold one recently. I've got another one that's worth, 12 to 15. It's that kind of money, but often you can get them for like 50p or £1. These are pretty good, but I did pay up. I didn't pay £5 each. I paid £7 for the two, so £3.50 each. There's nothing too special about them, really. They go for about, one of them is slightly more than the other. I think one's about 10 to 12, one's about 12 to 15. Can't remember which way around it was. But yeah, kind of okay. I might just bundle them together, to be honest, and do them as a two. Not too sure on that. And then we had a few other little bits as well. Some that my kids got. My kids got a few little bits. We got like this. This is one of the Golden Bear Percy trains. Nothing too special. And then like an Ninjago sticker book, which my son is probably going to claim. So, and then we got this Church Gresley bowl. That's not too bad. It's in pretty good condition, but it's very dirty. I need to give it a good clean. Hopefully there's no kind of cracks hiding under there or anything. But that should go for about at least 20. It's a fairly large one. It's not like the super large ones, but it's fairly large. Paid £2 for that. And that was it. So I'm fairly happy with that. That's okay. But what do you guys think? Have you had much success with these jumble trails before? This is the first one I've been to, and it's actually the first one I've even heard about in my area, and I have been looking. I've been looking a bit further away for any that might be occurring and might be happening, and I can never find any. So when this came up, I was like, yes, I'll definitely be going to that. So that's it. We spent about £25 and we should make about £150 in sales on this stuff. Obviously you then have to take off everything else, take off the original 25, take off the fees, you know, the postage costs and everything else. You know, we might end up with maybe 100 profit, something like that. So nothing kind of groundbreaking here, but some good pickups. And there's a few things here which I'm probably going to aim a little bit higher on. I would go to more if they were in my area. This was a bit of a one-off. Not very often at all they come, you know, around my area. This is the first one I've been to, first one I've ever seen advertised, and it was good. It was good. It was a nice change, really. Nice change. Yeah, I would go to another one. Hopefully they'll do more in my area soon. That would be nice if they did. So before we end this video, let's have a quick look at what I picked up yesterday. I went to the charity shops yesterday. I've not been to any car boot sale this weekend. I did hit a few charity shops yesterday. I was there anyway, pretty much. Like, my partner was food shopping, so I went and did some charity shops. That's what we tend to do most Saturdays. Did some charity shops, and then I quickly stopped off at one nearer to my home, and I found something particularly good. If you follow me on Instagram, you will already know what it is. I've got a few other pretty decent bits as well. Better than this stuff, I would say. Well, definitely better than this stuff. But you know, it all counts, doesn't it? We all, you know, you can't always find really good things every time you go looking. You just can't. You got to keep going. You'll eventually come across them. You know, fill your head with the knowledge. Keep watching the reselling videos. Keep looking at the sold listings on eBay, and you will start finding this stuff everywhere. I mean, I know a lot of the people who watch my videos are people who have been doing this probably longer than I have, but there's a lot of people who are new to this or are thinking about getting into it, and you can make some good money. You can make some, you know, you can make it your full-time job, or you can just do a little bit on the side and, you know, have a little bit of extra money to, you know, spend on holidays or whatever it is, you know, during these hard COVID times. It's, you know, great to have a little bit of extra income that you can go to, even if it's not something you do all the time. Maybe you kind of dip in and out of reselling. You know, you just do it when you need to do it. Right, so let's go to that video from yesterday. So everything here is from charity shops. I've not done any car boot sales today. I didn't do any last weekend because I was away, and I don't plan to do any this weekend at all, to be honest, but I will probably be back and doing them the following weekend. But I did hit a few charity shops just because I was kind of there anyway, doing my food shopping. So I had a quick look, and we got all this great stuff. I mean, yes, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll probably already know, but that's another one. That is the second one I've picked up, and the third one I've seen. Third one I've seen in about 8 or 9 weeks. I missed the first one, got the second one and the third one. I have had a quick check of the cards. I'm not going to go through it now because, you know, I've done that before in another video, and to be honest, the cards are not in quite as good condition, but they are very good still. The Tyson card, they're all there, by the way, the cards are all there, but the Tyson card is better positioned, but so there's no, like in the other one I've got, the border was slightly thicker at one side than the other. On this, it's better from that perspective, but there is a tiny bit of green, like colour bleed, at the bottom left-hand corner of the card. So, yeah, not a perfect one. The other ones are better though. I'd say, yeah, it's just a very good condition overall game. The box is perhaps more of a like 7 or 8 out of 10 rather than a 9 out of 10 like the other one, but you know, it's pretty good. Anyway, let's carry on with the other stuff. Next we have this Wiggly Worms. This is from the late 90s. It's the price on these are all over the place. I think you can probably get about 15 to 20 on them, but as I say, it's all over the place. You probably have to hold out a bit for that. Some people are selling just the parts, like just the worms, for like 4 or 5 quid for 4 or 5 of them, plus postage. So you could always do that. You can always do that with board games of certain types. Sometimes it's going to work better than others, but for £2.50 I thought I'd give it a go. Here we have a Jolly Tall book. Anyone remember these? Is it Big and Small? The bears, Big and Small, something like that. And this is just one of them. I don't know if there's any money in this at all, but I think it was 10p or 15p for that. I just thought I would get it and try it. Here we have a game. It's a Scandinavian one, Fox and Geese. I think this is a fairly new game, but some of these like Scandinavian games can do pretty well. It was only £2. It's in really good condition. I thought I would give it a go and see. And next we have these Railway Pals. I've actually got like a box of track and stuff right here. Load of bits. Got that for £4, and it should go okay. I've had this stuff before. I usually split it up, sell the train separately, and then some of the track pieces separately, and do it like that. You make a little bit more doing it like that, generally speaking, and often there's the odd piece of track missing from these, so I don't think I've ever had one that's actually been fully complete. And then here we have a Coca-Cola Ice Bucket. I paid up on this, I paid £5, which is definitely a little bit on the high side, but these routinely sell for at least 20, probably get 25 because it's in good condition. It's a bit dirty on top, but it's in good condition. I'm going to aim for 25 on that. Here's a video game. I went into a charity shop and they had loads and loads of video games. It's a charity shop where things are usually really expensive, but all the games are only £1. And I thought, surely I'm going to find some good games in here. I must have gone through and checked out about 20 of them that seemed interesting. None of them were worth anything apart from this. And even this is like very hit and miss. Some people managed to get like 10 to 15. Some people only 5 or 6. So I don't know why that is, but I'll aim high, 12 to 15. There's not many of them out there on the DS for some reason. So I'll aim high and see what we can do with that for £1. And then here we have a Dr. Zeus book, and to think that I saw it on Mulberry Street. Now, this particular version, it seems to be very rare, but I don't think that means it's worth a lot of money. I think this is maybe from a like a set of them, though it does have an individual price on it, but I've got a feeling it's from like a set, and that's why I can't really find them. One person had sold it and like for £1, but there's no others listed. Now, are you even allowed to list this on eBay? I found a few on eBay, but not a lot at all, and it's not this version. I think it's like the old version of it. So I don't know. I have had a quick look into it. I know that certain things date the book, certain things were cut out of it, I believe, by the author himself at a later date. Now this seems like a newer version of it, but it still has some of the stuff that's been cut out of the older books, so I don't really know on this. So I'm starting to think whether this is like a bit of a myth. So I've now found 3 in about 9 weeks, so is it really as rare and sought after as people make out, or is it one of those things that really, maybe there's not as much money as people think in these? But I don't know. Maybe I've just got really, really lucky and I will never find it again. Who knows? We've got this box of vintage Lego. Check it out. Now these date back to the mid to late 70s. I managed to identify a couple of things in here, and that's the era that they're from. And I've got this like spaceship going on. It's not complete, but if it was complete with its base plates and its box, in fact no, just its base plates and complete or semi-complete, then they can go for 120 to 180 thereabouts. That's just the spaceship, and there's like a little vehicle with it, I think. As it is, I really don't know. Definitely missing parts. I will probably do 2 or 3 lots, maybe all the vehicles together, maybe there's loads of minifigures as well. And check it out. And then on further inspection, they are all vintage 1970s, and so are all the parts that are in here, all the vehicles. Yeah, so pretty happy with that for 20 quid. I wouldn't generally pick up a box of random Lego for 20 quid, but it was the fact that I saw a load of minifigures and a load of vintage things inside that made me pick it up. Don't really like sorting through Lego, but I'm willing to do it now and again, things like this. But then my favourite to pick up, I think, is probably this, although it's not necessarily, well, it's not worth the most money here, but I just think it's really cool. And the artwork on here makes it look a lot better than it maybe is, to be honest. I can't figure out if this is old or not. I don't know. Is it just made to look very 80s? I can't find many of these out there. There's one that sold for around, I think it was around 20 plus postage from abroad. I found other similar things for varied prices, very varied prices, from like 10 to 120 quid. But this is like new. I mean, look at that photo. That, it looks so 80s, but has it just been made to look old, or is it actually old? I really don't know. It looks very familiar to something that I had as a kid, like a big spaceship with a load of different vehicles. It looks very similar to that from the 80s, well, late 70s, early 80s, but I don't think it is that. I think it's, you know, these figures as well, very, very similar, but I don't think it is. I think it's a newer thing, made to look old, but I paid a £5 for it, and I still think it's going to go for decent money, whether it's old or not. You see, like, it just looks proper retro. But there is no date at all on this box. No date. Silverlit Toys Manufacturing Limited. That's all the other ones to do. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I really like this. Who knows what the resale value is, but I mean, just look at that box. It looks cool. For a £5, I think we'll do okay with that. So that's everything, and that's only about an hour and a half's worth of, you know, going out there and looking. So I don't think that's too bad at all for an hour and a half. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and then you will get notified the next time I have a video out. Till next time, thanks very much for watching. See you in the next one.